Several narratives have flooded the media. To put the record straight, UUTH responds to the letter it received from the EFCC, revealing that the medical report the commission was seeking authentication was fake and did not emanate from the hospital, frowning at the EFCC operatives for invading the health facility and arresting a very senior management staff without a warrant of arrest.
On the 21st of April 2026, the letter was dated 20th of April and received on the 21st of April. And I, the Chief Medical Director, treated that still that same day. The dates are there. On the 21st of that same April, I treated that letter and ministered it to the appropriate to handle. Now, that letter made reference to a previous letter dated 11th of March and attached a copy. I want to state that we never received that letter dated 11th of March. Unfortunately, on the 27th, the folder was not retrieved until the 30th of April. The reason why that folder could not have been retrieved was because it was a fake folder. Did you hear me? It opened the file, but there was nothing on it. Just so they could have a hospital number to write a fake medical report.
The center of attention in the case, Professor Eyo Ekpe, narrates his ordeal.
They started pushing me, they dragged me out of the office. And when they dragged me out of the office to the walkway, I started crying. And people that heard the cry came. Hospital staff that heard the cry came. And they said I must, the EFCC operative said I must not say anything. I must not make call.
Unions insist that health workers have suspended services until their demands are met, noting that they will take legal action against the EFCC.
MDCAN stands against this. We do not want this to happen. It's a 10-item recommendation and demand. And if you look at the last paragraph or the last item, we stated clearly that once the demands are met, it is the expanded Congress comprising of the consultants and the residents that have the power to suspend whatever strike action that has been taken.
As a union, we are not ready to take this thing kindly. We are not. Our staff was beaten thoroughly. Tear their clothes, some wounded. So the union as a whole, I am saying the union will approach the court of law.
UUTH management is, however, appealing to the unions to suspend action and return to work in the interest of patients, specifically begging that the accident and emergency, special baby and intensive care units should not be shut down. In Uyo, Dianime Uko, NTA News.
Meanwhile, Nigerians have been advised to take advantage of the third and final phase of the Continuous Voter Registration (CVR) if they must exercise their franchise in the forthcoming general elections. Resident Electoral Commissioner Akwa Ibom State, Professor Anubum Onoha, who stated this in Uyo, says INEC would ensure strict adherence with the Electoral Act 2026 and the guidelines. So more, Basiedet has the details.
With political activities gathering momentum across the country, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) is also ensuring that come 2027, every eligible Nigerian would have a chance to exercise his or her franchise. However, the voter card remains the key. Hence, the continuous voter registration exercise, which has entered the third phase and is expected to end on July 10. The resident electoral commissioner says from the first and second phases, Akwa Ibom State has a record of 163,635 new registrants and expresses hope that more people would take advantage of the last lap.
The political parties should be involved in the voters' education. Tell your people to come out and register. This registration is not only for you to vote or for you to elect whoever you want to elect. You can use it to go to bank as an identity. So encourage all of them to come.
On activities of political parties, Professor Onoha says the ban on campaign is yet to be lifted and INEC would not condone same.
I want to use this opportunity to intimate you that all our primaries will end on 30th of this month. So all hands must be on deck. Don't leave INEC alone to do this job.
He says INEC remains committed to ensuring a free, fair, credible, and all-inclusive elections. In Uyo, Umo Basirit, NTA News.
We will pause here for a short commercial break. News continues shortly. Don't go away.
A new dawn of unprecedented development has emerged in Akwa Ibom, driven by the Arise agenda and led by the people-centered administration of Governor Umoeno. An agricultural revolution has unfolded through Ibom model farms, farmer support initiatives, and food security programs. Roads and bridges are reconnecting communities, driving inclusive growth as power sector reforms advance and CNG mass transit gets set to deliver cleaner, affordable transportation. Maritime infrastructure is rising in Oron, reviving coastal commerce and transportation. Security is strengthened through modern technology, vigilant security agencies, and the Ibom Community Watch. Housing and investment are accelerating with free housing for workers and homes for the vulnerable, and landmark estates repositioning the state. Education is redefined with model schools, while healthcare expands with model centers, and the 350-bed Ibom International Hospital health insurance coverage is progressing steadily with hundreds of thousands of enrollees. Tourism is advancing boldly with the audacious Arise Palm Resort, Ibom Convention Center, Arise Shopping City, and a growing aviation ecosystem. Governance, procurement, and recruitment are smarter through digital innovation. Because the people matter, workers, women, youths, retirees, the elderly, and the vulnerable are empowered across all 31 local government areas. Akwa Ibom, steadily progressing under the Arise agenda of Governor Umoeno.
The solution to your building and construction works is Regan Stones, dealer in chippings, hardcore, iron rods, cement, sharp sand, and blocks of all kinds. At Regan Stones, integrity is our watchword. We are equipped to deliver to you regardless of the quantity you desire. We scale every product with our weighing bridge so you can be rest assured of the exact quantity of products you buy from us. Our dedicated and committed staff, coupled with efficient automated vibrating machine, guarantee our unfailing delivery always. We have top-notch customer care services to attend to you in minutes. Locate us at Regan Stones, Goswell Akpabio Crescent, Shelter Afraid, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Our office line 0916-641-1972. Regan Stones, reliable and trusted. Regan Stones, quality beyond imagination.
Welcome back and many thanks for staying tuned. Now to continue the news for this moment, we will be having live in the studio the national president of Old Girls Association of Cornelia Connelly College. And I'm talking about no less a person than engineer Inyobong Usoro, who is in the studio to talk about the many events lined up for the 76th anniversary of the institution. You're welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much.
All right.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much.
All right, I guess we just take the bull by the horn. You are here and the school is celebrating its 76th years anniversary. Let's talk about how it has been after these years.
Well, thank you so much. I would just want to say that CCC, meaning Cornelia Connelly College, has been in inception since 1949. And the celebration we're having, this homecoming reunion, is to mark 76 years of existence. We've come a long way, and actually the Cornelia Connelly College All Girls Association, of which I'm the national president, has always had one thing in mind, which is giving back to our alma mater.
All right, now that we are about to celebrate the 76th, are there programs of event lined up for this? What should the people expect?
Yes, for those residents in the capital of Akwa Ibom State, Uyo, we have come to paint the town red. You will hear so much of us. CCC All Girls have back to town. Well, the event starts on the 14th, which is a Thursday, and that 14th we are going back to the school. The village is Afaga Oku, Uyo. We're going back to the school and we are giving back to the community. We start with the medical outreach. Medical outreach, we've already visited the village chief, village head, and there are some of us who are medical doctors, they are nurses, and they've gained so much. So we want to give back to the people, the community, by giving them medical attention. Let's know, is there any problem? Do you need first-hand information? That's all that we want to do on that Thursday. The day after, we are all going to come out in our branded t-shirts. After the medical outreach, during the tenure of this present executive, we were able to have a national secretariat in the school. So just as a sign of our existence, there will be a tree planting session.
Okay.
And after the tree planting session, us CCC All Girls are known, they say we are showing off, but no, we are just doing those things we were taught, and which is look inwards, be proud of yourself, be proud of who you are, and of course, during that time, enjoy your life. So that evening by 5 o'clock, we retire to the pastoral center, and we're going to have what we call a meet and greet. Okay. But in our parlance, it's just come, wiggle, and have fun.
Okay.
So that's for Thursday. Okay. I want to go on and talk about Friday.
Okay, go ahead.
So let me just give you the whole 4-day session. So on Friday, that will be Friday the 15th. Friday the 15th is when we are going to, all girls are going back to the school compound, and we're going to be there from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. We want to interact with the students, with the teachers, with the principal, and of course, since we all have come back, that's when we get to see ourselves. We have class of 57, class of 60, but Reverend Sister Teresa Okure is going to give us a talk. She's class of 61. Okay. She's going to give us a talk. Why? Because she wants us to understand the purpose of the Sisters of Holy Child Jesus and why our school exists. Okay. And during that time, we've come to the school is going to have a debate. We've brought in other schools, and then we have things like quiz competition, spelling bee. All of this is just to ginger the young ones there into knowing that seeing us, we too can be where they are. And of course, there are going to be prizes to those who have come first, second, and third. Okay. And during that time, like I said, some of the old girls are going to come and dance. Forget whether some are big or small, whether our shapes have changed, but they're going to come, dance the way we used to dance in school, the Uta dance. Some are going to sing the way we used to sing, all those melodious Glee Club songs that we had. Just raise our voices in joy, filled with emotion for being able to come back and relive those days as young girls. And then the highlights of our stay in CCC on Friday. In the campus, we have this long sidewalk that takes you from the dormitory to the academic block called the Appian Way. And in those days, when you're walking the Appian Way, you're walking with style, like a model, taking your steps accordingly. So we're going to mimic that. After the session with the children, the debate and all, after lunch, we will all go to the Appian Way and we'll march down in style in our classes. starting from class of 57, I'm class of 80, so you can imagine I'm a small person, but then there are classes of 2016, 204 after me. So the different classes available, we walk down Appian Way, relive as it was, and just have fun.
Okay, the picture so far has been created. It's becoming a lot interesting, and one is wondering, is it allowed for everybody, including myself, can be part of this event?
You won't walk the Appian Way, but you're welcome. Okay.
Okay, so there are kind of, it's not open for maybe students from other schools and persons who would want to come and have fun.
Okay, we are actually open to everybody on Saturday, the 16th. Saturday the 16th at the Pastoral Center, there's a hall there. We are going to be holding our gala nights and fundraising events. This is open to everybody.
Okay, now you talking about fundraising. Yes. There must be something to be done with this money. What are we looking at?
For example, during our time now, we have been able to start up a digital learning center, which we call Khan Academy. Okay. Courtesy of the CCC All Girls, we've given the school 100 Chromebooks. That's like 100 laptops. And in that hall which was provided, students go there after school, and they are trained on how to improve themselves on their own. It's an online learning platform, Khan Academy. And I will digress a little bit by saying that for all those students who were serious in Khan Academy, their JAM scores was above 200 this year. Okay. So I think the old girls deserve some kind of, sounding applause
pat
on that. Yes, pat on the back. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. So for this, part of our legacy projects that we're looking at is to try and provide, because already we've given them the Starlink device, so internet is around the clock. But then again, once the light goes off, we have to power an alternate power source, which is the generator. Okay. So we're hoping that we can go solar and make sure that that whole building is solar enabled. Okay. But not only that building, we need to power through solar some of the classroom blocks. Why? Because imagine in the evenings, children are supposed to be able to read, but if there's no power source, then the compound is dark. And so generator, we know the price of fuel today, it's not sustainable. So the old girls want to come in there and see how much they can do in terms of solar-enabled classrooms, maybe the refectory, because already we have solar-enabled floodlights that keep the compound bright, but going down to the classrooms. Not only that, the old girls have renovated 8 dormitories. And these 8 dormitories that have been renovated are being put to use. We're proposing, we start small, take it slowly as money comes, to take it slowly, by full revamping of the water infrastructure. Okay? And, money is difficult to come by, we know, so I wouldn't want to just jump into so many projects. Those 2 for now are on the front burner. But while we do this, we always remember that we should not lose sight of the students. So we always have scholarship schemes that we carry out. So most times, like we are asking the public, all well-wishers, touch a life. For now, the boarding facilities is 60,000 a term. But roughly, if you want to sponsor a child, just so that maybe provisions and a few things, you can send into our account 100,000. Okay. It will touch the life of a child. And I tell you sincerely, you have a very good feeling when you know that you've given back. God has blessed us. Touch a life. Pass the torch.
Okay, just like the team here, we say celebrating the past, empowering the present, and securing the future. Yes. It's obvious that the senior old girls of the CCC are in for something big. There must be a point of motivation. What is pushing you people to push this harder?
What is pushing us? The old girls are just committed to giving back to the school, which we know gave us so much. We just want to ensure that we can preserve the school that made us who we are and try to ensure that it exists for future generations. So our sponsors and all those who are out there who have reason to always want to touch a life, I use this platform to say we are women of integrity. Every single penny goes into the cause, and we would report back to you accordingly that the money you gave to us has been well spent. Thank you.
All right, just in case you're just joining us, we've been discussing the CCC at 76 with the national president of the Old Girls Association, and it's been worthwhile having you in the studio.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed having this chat with you.
All right, we'll pause here for a short commercial break. News returns shortly. Don't go away.
With heartfelt gratitude to God for a life well spent, the Basi and Izangargi families announced the glorious transition of our beloved daughter, sister, auntie, wife, mother, in-law, grandmother, and great-grandmother, late Deaconess Iko Okombasi, nay Iko Uko Izangargi, who peacefully departed this world on 10th of July 2025 at the age of 86. The funeral arrangements are as follows. Christian Wakekeep at her residence, 21 Udesi Street, Oron, Akwa Ibom State, on Thursday, 14th of May 2026. Lying in state, funeral service and reception at Oron Local Government Area Secretariat, Oron. Interment at her residence on Friday, 15th of May 2026 from 8 a.m. She is survived by her children as well as grandchildren, great-grandchildren and in-laws. May her gentle soul rest in perfect peace. Amen. Mrs. Anana Efyong Basi, Assistant Director, Programs, NTA International, daughter-in-law, announcer.
That will be all from the English segment of the news. I remain Kelvin Samuel, wishing you and yours all the best.
nka ke uforibok nsangire mekoto ke ibibio UUTH etongo utrutum akene aditum ambon ke uforotum EFCC ekesanne ke uforibok aro uforutum INEC etongo dinam ngwed ufibubok anamikbere ita nka ke uforibok nsangire ekoto kibibio UUTH etongo utrutum akene aditum ambon enamutum ke uforutum EFCC ekesanne ke uforiboro Jacob ayomboromito akombonyen
Kebangake ndutum akedatiti ke uforibok ekoto kibibio UUTH ambon EFCC eke mommawo mbebok mbakarado eboke ngwed kebangake nsongidem ammo eke beneri kikidogo eti ndien kitoro uforibok nsongidem UUTH me ikpowo kuforiboro ewot iyaresot nanga mbon awo na mutum ke uforutum EFCC ekerisen aditem kuforiboro nka eba ke uforiboro ebo ke mimo iyeka ntrutum ato adinam ammo enamaro powo ke uforiboro ekaiso arikpeye ibo yangbonutum enamutum mo ke yaisempo ibanga
uforutum INEC etongo dinam ngwed ufirubok anamikbere ita ebo yang borowo ekama iniemi ekrebo kemmo ekene enam adinamaru Jacob yokombromito akombonyen
ndutum enama kebanga ke umerewo bigida iti iswa 2027 uforutum sere mkpo ebanga ndutumedo INEC ebo kendimo iya ekribo ke adinamumerewo akronen kesteremi Kedinam mbonowo enye ngwet ufigubok ado akpanpo. Ebo kedinam usanenyin ke ngwet ufigubok ami anamikpegi ita abitre ke usen duop ke fiong itiaba. Ekamba wo ke ufautum INEC abo ke mbonowo ke steremi eneke esanidem ke rikan bo ke enye ngwet ufigubok. Ke ndimo iminie idoronyen ke umiyangawo eya kaiso ke dinam adinamami manatoro adinamu figubok akaronen ke steremi. Ete ono ha abo ke ufautum INEC eya inamutumo mfon.
Ukang yen tembong yen atrero